folks, the trio's back in the slip cordon. We've got Chai at first, me at second, and Randeep living
Yeah,
third, yeah, third.
good. Yeah.
Our trusted third slip fielder.
Yeah,
Trusted
third slip,
And 3 points.
and yeah, we've got all the 30 points too.
And 3
Yeah,
points.
yeah.
All the 3 points.
It's a pretty interesting episode. We've got a few turn of events happening and a few games to talk about. We can kick things off with West Indies smashing the finalists, the runner-ups, the ever World Cup chokers. But again, maybe choking in West Indies this time. But a 3-0 loss goes to South Africa. Let's go, boys.
Yeah. I think when we finished or wrapped up the review of Test series, I did say that I'm so looking forward to the T20s because you never know what to expect. Despite when we discussed that West Indies had rested quite a few key players, it felt as if they didn't needed the key players. This team essentially smashed. It was all one-way streak for most of the games.
Yeah.
And then I think the second game is where the chokers collapsed pretty badly.
Yeah.
All in all, oh my God, a new low, probably I should say, for South Africa in terms of not even winning one T20, especially being a runner-up on the T20 World Cup.
Just finished T20 World Cup.
Yeah.
Like for me, it's not that they lost the series, but they didn't look like they were gonna win any of the games. That's the sad part. I mean, actually, first game, it looked like they were gonna win the whole thing, and then somehow they lost 25 wickets in the last 6 overs.
For me, the biggest thing is the stark difference between the Test team for Indies, right? Test team, yes, they some decent totals, but overall, South Africa did quite well, and the T20, it's a stark difference. I don't know, only two tests they did, but stark difference.
Wait, are you saying the South African Test team's way better than South African T20 team, or the other way, that West Indies Test team's are all shit and the T20 team's
No, I was talking about that statement is pretty much both are true, right? Because West Indies. No, but look at it. The West Indies T20 teams commanding with 7 wickets, 30 runs, and 8 wickets.
Yeah.
Well, last one was DLS, but right. I get Test is not 3 hours game; it's much longer. But to get that close or anything like that, there wasn't anything like that. And South Africa's on the opposite end. Their Test team doing pretty well. Really good squad. Their T20 team.
Yeah. So
South
Africa have the endurance.
They were there somewhere, right? I think I have endurance, but they can't do
the
short
dashes.
games. But yeah, that's obviously.
And other interesting fact is the depth in their batting. Right, every other nation goes to bat up until number 7 or even number 8 in instances, and teams like New Zealand, you can at times have even the number 10 walking in can have a go with the bat as well.
Yeah, every single person can bat.
Come to South Africa, their batting isn't that deep. Yeah. So I think if you get few quick wickets at the start, they are going to struggle. I think this is pretty much what happened even in the T20 World Cup finals as well, where I think the moment they lost 3 to 4 wickets, there was a brief period where they were trying to stabilize the innings. But then Klaassen took the game away and Bumrah brought it back. So, yeah, there's definitely a bit of work to be done on there. I think missing key all-rounders is probably we should call out. Yeah, they have 6 batters and 5 bowlers. The typical.
They rested the really tall guy. What's his name again? The quick bowler who can bat.
Yanko.
Yeah. The brothers, the twin, right?
Yeah.
I remember that.
Jensen.
Right.
So for me, actually, the bigger problem was Rassie van der Dussen, because that man is meant to be a spin, best player of spin. He can smack it all the way around the ground, and I don't think he came through on any of the games. All three failures. Even their batting was relatively new, right? Because I think even they had rested a lot of their players.
Correct.
But in saying that, I think Cressy Van der who's meant to be their experienced player, didn't come through on any of the games. Every single game, like in the second game, like you mentioned, he was under 100 strike rate, 17 off 24. So um, that's what's up.
Yeah.
That was
I,
up.
I mean, yeah, overall, I guess if we flip the coin and look at the way West Indies played the
Oh,
T20s, like we've spoken multiple times, their West Indies team is built for that format.
yeah.
And they've once again proven that, we don't care about the opponents, or we don't even care about who is the star player within the squad. Are we running a rest? Are we having our main squad or our second tier squad? They went on, smashed left, right, center. Now all the games, yeah, batting first, set a target around close to 180. Or if they're bowling, restrict the opponents to 180. 180 seems to be their sweet spot where they,
Yeah,
they can score either batting first or batting second.
yeah. And I
Yeah.
think Nicholas
But then
Pooran,
South Africa.
you go on, South Africa.
Oh man, poor. No, I was about to say what they've got coming up, but yeah, keep going.
I was just gonna say the other person that came back in form was Nicholas Pooran, right? Like, I think him just
Yeah.
coming in and waving his bat around like that pumps everyone around him with a ton of confidence. And I think like the first game, he literally stole it from South Africa.
Mm.
Came in, used the wind so well, rotated strike on the other side whenever the boundary was longer and he had to hit against the wind. And the other over, I'm pretty sure he smoked like 4 or 5 sixes in one over. Um, but yeah,
Yeah.
that man, impressive.
But hopefully they can do much better because South Africa's got Afghanistan next, so that should be that should be
Wait, what are they playing? T20s or
that ODIs.
yes? Okay.
ODIs. They've got 3 ODIs in Saja.
Oh yeah. I wonder
Wow.
if Rashid
It's not
Khan will be rested for some lower back injuries. I hear.
You never know.
really.
Well, he's
You
resting
never
in the
know.
New Zealand Test match. Apparently, he's taking a 1 year break from Test matches. And I'm like, sir, you don't play that much Test match, so you can take a whole year.
Yes, you had one fan who's like, I think Afghanistan should get more test match and more games and more series, but a 1 year rest. Come on.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
And I think
Yeah.
Wendy's is looking good in T20 front at least.
Yeah. They were pretty much the pick by most of the panelists to make it at least to the semis for
Yeah.
pretty
Mm.
much. I think every panelist did pick West Indies as one of their main contenders, and yeah, never write off West Indies in T20s.
Yeah.
It could be anywhere,
So the question
anytime.
that's
The other crazy.
so the question I
Yeah,
have.
go on.
No,
I
go
was
go
just
go.
gonna say the other crazy thing is all of these games are live on YouTube for us. How crazy is that?
Yes. Yeah. They like we were chatting offline. You know, don't think anyone's actually bought up the telecast rights, or even the boards
Yeah.
decided instead of bidding for the or getting the selling the broadcast rights, let's actually stream it on YouTube. We monetize
Yes.
our channel, we get revenue from ads, and we hold the
Yeah.
copyrights. So they could essentially have them on loop on YouTube forever.
Yeah. Yeah. Crazy.
So Chai, before you said that you can't like write off West Indies. So they've got England coming to West Indies now for three ODIs and 3 T20s.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
4 T20s. Sorry, 5 T20s.
Oh.
Jesus.
Yeah.
And this is one
Yeah.
thing that I
So
don't get it, right?
yeah.
West Indies and England. I mean, in good old days, it was essentially you tour a nation, you wrap up the entire series or all formats, and then go back. West Indies played 2 tests, flew back home, played a T20 series, and again flying back to continue wrap up the.
No.
No, I think
One
England's
no
going
no
to West
one
Indies.
flew. One flew. Now they came home, and then the other one's flying to their
England's
home.
going up there.
So West Indies flew first. Yeah, England's going there.
Ah,
England's going there. I'd be curious. Yeah, like we've seen a very dominating form by West Indies in T20s at home ground. England, I'd be curious how they stack up in the
I think it'll be
T20s.
close. Like
At a 5 day, a five T20s, not even
it'll
a
be a
yeah,
close game, I reckon, tournament. But West
yeah.
Indies
yeah,
should come up. Come on, back them.
yeah.
Home ground.
You had it here.
Do not write off West Indies, right?
In T20s, in T20s.
Yeah.
So
In
In
I
T20,
think
at home,
ODIs
T20s.
they're gonna lose them all.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
yeah.
But T20s they'll show them. They'll show them.
You had it here first. You had it here. So that starts, okay, for everyone who's going to be following us and see if Raj has been correct. So that starts 1st November. They've got a bit of time. Okay, first of all, that's a massive gap. There's no cricket for a while, actually, for
Yeah.
them. Yeah. So 1st November till, so first ODI is there, and then they finish up 18th November. Oh, that's pretty quick. Yeah.
Right.
So
Let's
hold,
move on.
hold you to it.
Yeah, hold me to it. Let's move on to the next game. That's actually ongoing right now. We've got England playing Sri Lanka, and I'm surprised they didn't actually enforce the follow-on. But the score reads currently at 427 all out, England. Funnily enough, the person who replaced Anderson is actually a really good batter now. He's scored his maiden century and shown Ben Duckett
Oh
how
my
it's done.
And not even that he scored a century at a strike rate of 102
That's
in a
why.
test
That's why.
match.
That's why he showed Ben Duckett. He's like, I can do you and better because I can go to the triple figures.
Correct.
Man,
Oh my god.
yeah. This guy, Gus Atkinson, basically shadowed two legends. One is, of course, Anderson, whose shoes he's filling. England did not feel any difference that a great legend has wrapped up from the game. And then Joe Root played an amazing inning, scores a century, and no one's talking about him. Right? It's all about Atkinson, and he's made it to both sides of the Lord's record books with the bat and with the ball, right? Which is pretty amazing, and not many people have actually done that.
Yeah. But speaking of Root, that man is accelerating. So I did send you guys that little tidbit / a little fact. So a couple years ago, I think in 2021, he had about 17 centuries when ViratKohli had about, I think, 27 centuries. And now this man sits at 33 centuries and ViratKohli is at 29. What's cooking? What's cooking, people?
I think the thought of not sacrificing his test game for baseball is actually paying dividends. Ever since the tour of India,
But the baseball was
things
happening in 2021, right? Like, I
it
didn't
was
realize he scored
happening.
this many centuries in that time.
See, okay, I'm gonna put it another way. Had he not adapted to baseball and played his classic innings, he would have been sitting at 40.
Oh, that's a big call.
Man,
40.
in the baseball era
Yeah.
of English cricket, Joe Root playing a reverse sweep in a test innings.
Yeah.
It was driving me nuts to see such a classic test player coming and having to do these reverse tactics.
Evidently, that's how he got out in this game, right? He tried playing a scoop or something.
Yeah. It's all right. Now, this is after his scoring his century. Baseball was right from the first or second over that he is in the at the wicket. Yeah, I need to score runs. I need to accelerate straight away.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I think he's now Mr. Consistent, Mr. Dependable all the time, right? Whenever England has been in trouble, he's held on to one side of the wicket. He's anchored that, oh, yep, this is my wicket. And yeah,
He's so young. He's still just 33.
a serious contender for
Yeah.
cracking some of the
I
older
I
records.
I reckon every single test batting record is in trouble if he keeps going in this fashion. Where
Yeah.
um yeah, 33 already so much. Um and people aren't even batting around him. Like until Gus Atkinson, people just got
Mm.
like 35s and 29s is like the second highest score after him. Um
What happened to Pope? Nothing.
Yeah, Pope's up.
Single
I,
digit.
I reckon he's going to be in some sort of pressure after that because this is
Yeah.
his second back-to-back game or third innings, I guess, with not much.
A low score.
Ben Duckett came through though, 40 or 47, hitting them fours. Had a saucy strike rate
Mr.
of 85.
180.
Yeah, lovely one. Mm. Well, if
Yeah.
you think
But again,
if you think Ben Duckett has a weird batting stance, you should look at Rory Burns. He looks like he's holding a little flap the way he held the bat. You should see it. You should see it. He's also another one of those openers that England tried. For me, the other person
but
that's a
again,
bit disappointing.
Duckett
You
didn't.
go on.
Duckett. He is again just another start for Duckett, right? What we were talking about in the last episode is just another small start.
Yeah, I mean 40 is still better
Again,
than
enough to
9
start
and
the
1.
job. Yeah, true. No, I agree. No, I'm not. Yeah, that's Pope is. Yeah, he better start praying because I don't think so. He's that far.
Have you guys seen the highlights and the way he was actually
Yeah.
playing? I mean,
Yeah.
it reminded some of the way he was standing tall and hitting it over the covers.
Wait,
I don't know if it was.
is this Gus Atkinson?
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Oh, okay.
Everything was
No.
so good.
He reminded me of the way Jack Callis used to bat. You know that.
Oh wow, yeah, that's a great.
Oh wow.
I'm like, all right. I was just checking if I was watching highlights of the recent game or a Jack Callis replay. It's pretty good. It was pretty good.
But I mean, in no way it looked like a fast bowler batting, right? Like he looked
Exactly.
like a proper batter. He had all the shots. Oh, so good.
Yeah, and Sri Lanka did not lose at Lords ever till now, right? They played 6.
Well, we don't know that. We don't know that yet.
No, excluding this one.
Oh,
Prior to this one, all right. 6 games. They've tied. They've tied 5-1 one game, but again, they haven't played at Lords for a really, really long time. I think the last win came in '98, so they haven't played at Lords for a while. But yeah, the record looks like it's going to be broken with the way the match is headed towards.
I'm hoping my Lincoln brothers are gonna come clutch.
Yeah, so, Chai and I are like,
I really
probably not.
If Dimwit
Yeah.
decides to sit on the pitch, he's like a Pujara. He can just put that bat down for days. Just hasn't come through yet.
Well, let's see that 25 for 1 England second innings lead of 256.
A quick collapse. I mean, Ollie Pope doesn't really know bat anyway, so he'll get out fairly quickly.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Joe Root's the only one, boy. Bowl him a spinner, ask him to reverse scoop. I'm sure he'll find a fielder.
Root's just gonna crack a quick 50, and he's like, "Yeah, let's declare," or a quick 100. He's like, "Let's just declare."
Harry Brooks has been another player. Go on, yeah.
No, sorry, I was with Joe Root. It's not just his batting that's coming into England's support. He's a man with a golden arm as well. Anytime they need a break, definitely, in the first 2 or 3 overs, he gets a wicket. So yeah, he's having time of his life.
Yeah,
I think if he continues at this rate, they just create an award called
I'm gonna hate
Player of the Year, a century, and this.
I'm gonna hate.
Just give it to him.
I'm gonna hate on Root.
Oh my God.
He dropped a catch. He dropped a catch in this game, and it was an easy catch. a skyer. He sat into it and he was like, I'm out. I mean, he wouldn't make it into this slip.
Raj,
I'm out.
Raj is like, how dare we have a perfect athlete? You know, no. He did this, he did this, he
He
did
dropped
this.
a catch in
Let's
this
like
game.
come back to here.
He dropped a catch in this
Raj
game.
is like, I'm not gonna let.
Oh.
Raj, positive. We talk about the positives.
Oh.
Negative, fair enough. It's the ratio is 50-1 here.
Speaking of positives, did you guys see the last wicket of the England innings? The catch that guy took on the hook? Boy, it was so good. Like, he was running backwards, and then he dove, caught it mid-air on the ground.
Backwards.
Wow.
No, running backwards. Like the ball was coming from here, and he's running here.
Oh,
And then,
so
and then he dove, caught the ball mid-air.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Such
Like
a good catch.
the 83 couple with catch running backwards, but added a dive to the end.
Like when he took it, he was just like, shit, that hit. Oh, sorry. This isn't the last wicket. This is actually Homeboy's wicket. Gus Atkinson's catch. He pulls. He pulls. The guy's running, and he catches it.
Yeah.
The last catch is also funny though. The last catch, he didn't pick up the ball until last moment, and it just felt like the ball just came and like sat in his hand, and he was like, "Oh shit, what?
I got the ball."
Yeah, it's like, oh.
Yeah. He didn't have time to think. The body just reacted.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And then
he was like this. He was like this. He's like, I'm about to catch.
Yeah.
And he was like, all right, all done, all out.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Well,
yeah. What do you think they'll declare at what? It's 2:56 already. They had 2 stubs.
Oh no, they won't declare. They'll bet. Like they'd want the lead to be close to
not
500.
now. Sorry, I'm not saying.
then
no, I'm not saying declare.
They're not Pakistan to declare so soon.
They're not Pakistan.
Because it's only day 2, bro. Like they can bat the whole of
it's only day 2.
They can bat the whole of day 3, get the lead to about like 600, and then just bowl for the last 2 days and get them out.
Yeah. I have a feeling that they're gonna resurface baseball.
And and that's how my boys are gonna be back.
Yeah. Raj is like, I found the point. This is how they're gonna mess it up. Baseball, 4 wickets are gonna drop, and it's just gonna be downhill. And Joe Root's gonna make 100 because that boy's
Ben Duckett hasn't had an explosive innings for a while, and this probably is a perfect time for him to teach the world how to play baseball again.
I mean,
I feel
the craziest thing for me is the man scored a 40 off a 47 in Test match, and we're saying it's not explosive.
It's not. I mean, hey, we've been told that he shows the world how to play basketball. So this is not, if you look at Gus Atkinson for a bowler, yes, that's basketball. But for a batter like Ben Duckett, no. It's a slow test innings. It's a regular test innings.
Fair.
Yeah, I saw.
I love how regular test innings is now strike rate of 85 and above. 85 is like base.
But to be honest, I don't think Gus did any bad balling. He was just driving the ball or cutting the ball. No weird shots. Everything was classic cricket shots. It was so good to watch.
In this second innings, I'm betting on Harry Brooks and Ben Duckett to sort of free up their arms, have a bit of a go, and especially knowing that Sri Lanka is now cornered, with a massive first innings lead. They have to play out of their skin to either draw or push this towards a result. So
pray for a draw. don't mess up the Lord's book. Pray for a draw.
It does give England a piece of basketball.
If they somehow get them all out in the next 100 or 150 runs, game's on.
Yes.
Like the pitch isn't even that old. They've got 2 whole days to get the runs. I mean, come on, Lanka, you got this.
Time's not the factor here. It's essentially how many runs or how soon can Sri Lanka get England out.
Yeah. Sorry, one quick point before we finish off this discussion. Kamindu coming in to rescue the batting again.
Man. despite all odds, despite all conditions, despite any of the opponents, it to me, have when Rohit plays, the pitch is different, and the rest of the team plays, it's different.
Yeah.
Same feeling out there, right? Everyone was struggling to play, but this guy comes in, had a century in the previous one, 70 odd in this innings as well.
And he actually threw his wicket away because it's the last wicket left. So he was just like, let me just get as many runs as possible. Otherwise, I think he could have kept going. He didn't look like he was in trouble at all.
He was running out of partners.
Yeah. And
because after that it's 8-0-1.
Yeah.
People just drop like flies. Yeah.
No, it wasn't after him.
He's also
was
a person
the
who
last
can't
wicket.
really do wrong.
He was the last wicket.
Oh, he was the last wicket with Fernando. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Not out. Sorry.
Also,
He's also I've been watching a little bit. He can't also do wrong. His bowling, his batting, fielding has been pretty good in the last couple of games.
Yeah. Also, how sad?
Yeah.
How sad was Lahiru Kumara's wicket? That man did so well. He had the middle block down, 22 balls, and then one premature run, and Ollie Pope just direct hit. And if you see that run out, it's actually really well done from Ollie Pope too, because he took his time. He was gonna throw at the keeper, and he's like, "Oh no, wait, let me take my aim," and then bam, so good.
He was.
Is that the highest ball with no runs to get a
there's other people.
I think Anderson has had one of those 40-50 odd ball 1-run innings in a way.
Well, I'm pretty sure. To be honest, I'm pretty sure.
No, but I'm saying 0 runs. Yeah.
Not sure. I think Dravid or Pujara have a record of taking the highest amount of balls to go get off the mark, but I can't remember what this duck is.
Yeah, because that's a lot. That's 22 balls, 0 runs, and then get run out. Not even bowled or something. Run out.
Pujara, I think, has taken like 60 odd balls to get off the mark once.
Yeah. 53 balls for Pujara.
Yeah.
Oh my god. and it still hurts that he's nowhere near the Indian cricket team at the moment. Red ball.
Yeah.
Bring him back. Bring Pujara back.
Yes.
Right,
yes, please. He needs to come. He needs to come down under.
And if you want to know why we think that, there's another episode you can watch somewhere there.
Correct. Yeah.
We've done a bit of a chat around Pujara. Cool. I think this covers.
Quick one. Sorry, last one, which we'll probably continue in the next one. Is what's the local red balls India series?
Dulip Trophy.
Dunkley. Dulip Trophy. Has it started?
No, it's in November. Still a wee while away.
It's in November. That's still got a while.
September, isn't it?
Okay. September or November?
September.
Because November's too close to
September. Because
to build
that's why they had to pull people out for Bangladesh. Because Bangladesh is going to be in September too.
On the 5th of September. We got 2 games on 5th September.
Yeah. Let's see what they come out for the team for Australia. Because my fear is if Pujara's not there, and this is what we would probably discuss in future episodes, is what are our chances of when we're down here?
It'll be interesting.
There is a huge banter going on about that series, and I think we got to pick it up in one of our upcoming episodes. Nathan Lyon comments, Ravi Shastri, Ricky Ponting saying, Australia's got the upper hand this time around. Ravi Shastri saying we're going to go for a hat trick of victories in Australia. So
to be honest, I don't disagree with Ponting, but again, we'll talk more about this.
Yeah, talk more about it.
Coming episodes. Cool. Yeah, like us, subscribe us, come back, comment about us. And I think to watch other episodes, there should be a link, I think, here or there, wherever the stats guy puts it. And see you guys in our next episode.